Hey gang, Sunday. Jason here for the Love of Trackers, and I'm unboxing toys because we've got some shelves up and things like that. You can kind of see a sneak peek. This wall's still got some construction to do, so that gap and stuff won't be there when we're done. And we've got some trim to hang there, but the shelves are done, so it's time to see what we got. So I don't know what's in these boxes, so it's going to be kind of fun here to see what. It's always fun unwrapping toys, even if they're toys you've already had for years. Okay, let's start. Let's start with this. Yeah, this box got a little jostled in the move. There we go. All right, how about a Great Plains Turbo Till? That's pretty cool. That's one of my favorite tillage pieces. I was pretty lucky to get those because the guy that was making those, stuff happened, and well, a lot of people didn't get theirs. So I was fortunate enough to get the one I ordered. I actually ordered two, but I ended up selling one to a buddy who ended up kind of not getting his. Here is a Land All Till All. This is made by Aaron Jensen. It's pretty sweet. Really cool tillage tool. That'll end up on Dogtown eventually, once we get to that point. So here we've got another Great Plains item. This is a side dressing unit. So you can kind of see it. That's kind of nice scratch built piece there. All right, okay. How about a Big Wish-esque disc? This is made by Jacob Larson. Actually, woo, this box is some heavy hitters, isn't it? Some serious toys and some serious implement in that box. All right. Oh, hey, here we go. We got the original 5-shank DMI Ripper that I scratch built. So that was the first one of those I'd ever done. That'll probably end up on Dogtown too. That'll end up on the older portion of Dogtown. That's just a kind of a neat little ripper. All right, well, here we go. Here's another. This is a Christian Oyster built Land All Finish All. So there you go. You can see how that turned out. So this is all styrene back in the day when we still scratch built stuff. So let's see. Oh, I know. I gotta take that over to the workbench. It had some flashers in it that came off a tractor. All right, so here's a Dave Hallman piece. This is kind of like a Salford tool, if you will, kind of based on that. So, like I said, Dave Hallman built that. Kind of a cool little disc. Builder unknown on that, actually. Just kind of unfortunate. It's a neat little disc. Oh, we got some display items in this box. Some seed bags. Those are Bailey Wilt fangs. He made those. They're pretty neat. I think he did. That's who I got them from anyway. Here is, the wing just popped off this. No big deal. Here's a C&D Models kit anhydrous bar. So that's pretty cool. That's a mounted bar, of course. Here is a John Deere Yetter drill. This is built by me, or at least the tongue was. The back part's just basically an Ertl, and then I added this hitch and the Yetter coulters just to kind of spruce that up. That's all scratch built. Bin fan that goes on the display eventually whenever we get some grain bins up and going. And we got a few more display items here. There we go. So some pro boxes, some seed sacks, things of that nature. So those all head over to Dogtown. Box one's empty. All right. Yeah, that's kind of some heavy hitting tillage equipment right there on that box, wasn't it? Whew. Box number 2. This is going to be just a lot of. It looks like not a whole lot of custom stuff here. Quad track, so that's going to have to go up on a couple shelves. Eventually, when this is all done, I'll show you the whole works here, but not until it's done. Another that's a big 500 Case IH wheeled tractor. John Deere sprayer. That's the one that came in that Hagee set they brought out a few years ago, or maybe a year ago. Did a video on that. There's a custom. Having a custom AC with some saddle tanks, wheels, tires, 3-point hitch. It's kind of cool. Got another one. This one's got the steerable front end on it. Wheels, tires. I actually put cab glass in that. That was a chore. Never again. Never again will I do that. Anniversary quad track. Here is a Do Ease bale truck and a Brad Do Now bale on that. Got some classic Mopar, kind of rusty here. Got a place for these on the display when that time comes. And we got some cleaned up ones too here. Chargers, Daytona, there's a Challenger there. It's a Roadrunner, etc., etc. How about a Kuhn Vertical Max VT 156? Made by SpecCast, I believe. Here we go. Here's a scratch-built offset Steiger disc. I made that. That is one of my own. Now this is cool. Check that out. Mounted disc. That's from Dean Fox. He made that. If you guys have kind of been around the Illinois show circuit, you know Dean. He's makes some really cool older custom stuff and pullers. Check out that. 2-row planter, also made by Dean. And then this is me. Plow tractor. 80-20 plow tractor. 820, not 80-20. 820 plow tractor. And then about this big old fancy puller right here. That's pretty sweet. I believe that's a Jeff Norden special, if I remember correctly. And then this piece, I'm not sure what this is off of, but it's definitely off of something. It's a tart bow, I believe. So I don't know why it's even in that box. And then we got an ag bagger here, a Kelly ag bagger. The chute's kind of messed up on it, but that's an easy fix. That's just a glue situation. This is all resin cast, I believe, so not particularly the strongest tool in the book anyway, or item in the book. Let's see what we got here. Box number 3. If I can get it to open. All right. Got some horsepower in here. All right, check out. There's a versatile custom. Got my custom rails and all that sort of thing on there. That's of course the new paint scheme. It's a great looking tractor. And might as well come out with the old paint scheme Versatile 500 there, custom. And while we're at it, what the heck? How about a Delta Track custom? New paint scheme, of course. I also have an old paint scheme custom. It's sitting over on Dogtown right now. Here is an older, I haven't decaled this yet. This is an older Bueller Versatile. I just never did decal that. We'll get to that eventually, I guess. As soon as I decide what decal I want it to be. 75E flat track cat. I believe that was the last of the flat track cats, if I remember correctly. And then this new MT cat. All right, finally got into some grain here. Steiger 620 anniversary. That's custom with some big floater wheels and tires on there. Those are 800 series from Mini Toy Truck and Tractor. And then here is a Authentics quad track painted up Steiger green. So it's kind of like a lion quad track. So that was done by me, obviously. And here is a, don't have my glasses, I believe that's it's a Steiger, obviously. Weighted, custom, all that sort of stuff. I can't read the number on it, though. It's terrible, but it's the way it goes. And here's a scratch-built lion. Notice the paint's a little off on it. I had a can of paint that came from Case IH where it was this, it said Steiger green. It wasn't Steiger green. But, oh well. It's a cool tractor, though. Okay, last box, guys. If you're still hanging in with me here as we approach the 10-minute mark on this thing. Just about done. think we're going to get into some Allis-Chalmers in this box, I think. Oh, yeah. First off, though, Interrogator. The new one with the chrome booms and all that stuff. Pretty cool. That's a really, really nice outfit. Did a video on that if you're kind of interested in seeing those. Here's one of those fancy new case IHs from SpecCast. Those are really well detailed. All right. So here's a Roy Lee Baker kit, Allis-Chalmers, and I put that together years and years and years ago. I don't even know. I mean, 20 years ago probably. Here's an Ertl. That was a show, one of the shows I think several years ago. Yep, National Farm Toy Show 2008. And then I guess here we go, National Farm Toy Show 2017, 440 Allis-Chalmers. I guess last Allis-Chalmers. Whoop, wheel popped off of that, and that's what happens when you move stuff sometimes, especially the custom stuff. CD Models kit, Allis-Chalmers 440, and I used some wheels off of a a Ertl Steiger or Ford. They both had the same wheels on it. Is it the Panther or the Ford FW series they brought out quite a few years ago. Speaking of Ford, some SpecCast Fords with the cab. Here's a custom International with a hay rake. I believe that's a Moore's Farm Toys hay rake. Green light, Open Station IH. Here's a nice custom. That's just an Ertl that I put some Darrell's tires on there, and it turned out really great. Always like that style International tractor. There's a spacer for something that's, oh, I see, the removable duals fell off this guy. Oh, front end fell off. Okay, that guy took some damage in the move. Yeah, well, nothing fancy about it. It's a nice looking tractor though, steerable front end and all that stuff. That's going to need a repair for sure. Alright, what do we got here? SpecCast International. There's an Ertl Gold Demonstrator International. Oh, well, there's an exhaust stack off the 440. Boy, that box did not fare well, really. I mean, we had a couple broken pieces. Another just plain Jane Ertl there. And here is the Ertl Authentics tractor. That's a great looking tractor. Wish I had a bunch of those to customize. I got tons of ideas for those, but I don't know, just never got a hold of a bunch, really. And then last but not least, here's a DCP Pete. And this is one of those, what do they call those? Renegade trailers, I think is what they call those. So, there you go. Anyway, guys, that's that for today, anyway. Several more boxes to go. So, anyway, like I said, once I get this all done, once this whole room's done, we'll do a little room tour before we kind of start living down here. So, all right, guys, catch you later. Wish your moms a happy Mother's Day. Have yourselves a great day. Happy tractor hunting.